वसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे कुलारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः नमो नमः. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining. Welcome to the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. This is the 6th session we are conducting. This chapter is called as Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. And Bhagavad Gita is a foundation text for humanity. It is not just a text for Hindus. It is everyone. It's everyone's manual. It should be a handbook for everyone. Bhagavad Gita's underlining message: enable the mind. Key to success is enabled mind. Your success or failure is dependent on your mind. Now, this in 4 days' time, Ganesh Chaturthi is there. Ganapati Puja. Our Suresh Bhai has organized Bhagavad Gita in his house. Though your our Tushar. Did I say? Okay, Tushar, okay. And Tushar, though he moved to his new home couple of months back, Bhagavad Gita, wherever Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan's story is told, this is the official opening of this home, Tushar. Today is the official home. Whenever the Bhagavan's message comes, that is the new beginning in the home. And with a lot of blessings to his all the members in the family and whoever comes here, may they find solace within. With the divine message, Ganapati is Ganapati's contribution. There are many stories about Ganapati. One of the biggest contribution, his contribution towards Vedas, Upanishads, Mahabharat, it is the biggest contribution. And in Varaha Purana, there is a story, Gautama Rishi, Ahalya and Gautama, that the same Rishi, Sapta Rishi, there was a severe drought in India for 12 years. There is no rain. There is a scarcity everywhere, and the people were craving for food and water, and they were moving from place to place in search of water and food. So the seekers of knowledge, the seekers of knowledge from all over India, they thronged to Gautama's ashram. He was staying near Godavari river. Only around his ashram, there was no scarcity because of the tapas shakti, plenty of water, plenty of food. So, hearing that one, people across India came there. And when they are coming, again, from Gautama Rishi, they were listening to him for he was teaching them. Gave the knowledge to them. After a year, all the people they heard, there is plenty of rainfall in other places of the country. So they wanted to go out. They requested Gautama Rishi, please allow us to go back. But out of love for his students, he used to say, please stay for a bit more. Stay. And Many times they put the application, he used to say, please stay bit more. So they wanted to go, this teacher is not letting. So they devised a plan. We had to do something. They prayed to Ganapati. Ganapati, please come and help us. Help us to liberate ourselves from here. Our teacher is not letting to go. So, and Ganapati appeared in the form of a cow. Started grazing in Gautama's ashram. And Gautama, seeing his field is being eaten by the cow, he just tapped the cow. Please move away, move on. And the moment he just tapped, the cow fell dead. It died. So all the other Brahmanas, they said, you killed the cow. Since you killed the cow, we don't want to stay here. We don't want to stay here, we want to go. Saying so, everyone left. Everyone left, they wanted an opportunity. Ganapati blessed them. And Gautama thought how it could happen. I just touched, and he contemplated and he realized these are the mischief of our students. Students, they have did go. That go also means go also means knowledge. These students use the cow as a method to hoodwink me. He cursed them. Whoever has acquired knowledge from me, may all the knowledge get wiped out. May knowledge be lost. So all the people who have learnt, they became very arrogant, they stopped practicing, and knowledge got dissipated. The strength, when the knowledge has gone, darkness. Darkness, the secret of the success is in knowledge. Acquire the knowledge. So there was no yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. It was a plan of the Devatas also. Devatas wanted Bhagavan to appear. So they prayed to Bhagavan, please appear. It was a pretext. Ganapati's contribution towards Vedavyasa appeared. Vedavyasa appeared and he classified Vedas. Though Vedas were there, it had lost or fragmented all over the place. He compiled that one. He divided into 4 sections. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda. He brought out Upanishad, brought out Puranas and Upapuranas. And the biggest contribution is in Mahabharata. Mahabharata, before the appearance of Pandava, Vedavyasa composed this one. Vedavyasa, son of Parashara and Satyavati. Parashara Rishi. Parashara, grandson of Vasishtha. Vedavyasa from Vasishtha Gotra. His son, Vasishtha's son was Shakti. Shakti's son Parashara. Parashara with Satyavati, the Vedavyasa was born. Vedavyasa composed Mahabharata. Everything was in his mind, and he decided he wanted to compile them together. He wanted a composer. He wanted somebody, he wanted a steno to write down. And he called Brahma. Vedavyasa, send somebody who can write everything together. Whatever I say, it's a good scribe. I want a good scribe, a reliable scribe. And Brahma recommended Ganesha. He recommended, let Ganesha come. And Ganesha appeared. Ganesha in Badrinath. There are 2 guhas are there. One is Vyasa Guha and another is Ganesha Guha. The locals, they say, Ganesha was sitting here, writing down, and Vedavyasa in another cave. It's maybe 50 meters away. He was dictating and he was writing down. 2 guhas still people visit there. There is a Murti of Ganapati is there, Murti of Vedavyasa is there. And Ganapati put a condition, I'm happy to write down. But on one condition, you should not stop. The moment you stop, I will walk away. I am a very busy person, and so in return, Vedavyasa also put a condition, whatever I say, you should understand. Without understanding, not to just write down. Like in the class, people just write down in the busy writing down. He says, write only when you understand. So, Ganapati agreed. Vedavyasa delivered 100,000 verses non-stop. The Ganapati was catching up. Ganapati had said, never stop. And I will keep the pace with you. The moment, not to wait for me, allow me to wait. Vedavyasa was composing. The moment he saw Ganapati was catching up, he used to give terse verses. In the Mahabharata talks about, there are about 8,800 Guhya verses, so complicated, even Brahma is not able to understand. Ganapati used to pause and scratch his head. What it means? What it means? So, at that time, Vedavyasa would bring out another set of verses. So, Ganapati non-stop, he composed, and so Ganapati's contribution is there in Bhagavad Gita also. He composed the whole Mahabharata. Bhagavad Gita and Vishnu Sahasranam are contained in that one, and after finishing, Vedavyasa did not publish that one. Document was ready, and he privately taught that one to his students, Vaishampayana. Vaishampayana, he taught that one, and this one, Mahabharata, was published first time in Arjuna's son Abhimanyu, Abhimanyu's son Parikshit, Parikshit's son Janamejaya. In his court, when he was doing a Sarpayaga, Janamejaya, when he heard his father was bitten by Takshaka, a snake, he wanted to take a revenge, and he was doing a Sarpa Yajna to destroy all the Sarpas, snakes. Vedavyasa appeared, Sarpas, not to take revenge. Snakes have their own duties in divine creation, and in his court, Vedavyasa was sitting on a chair, the seat, any seat on which the pravachan is delivered, that seat is called as Vyasapita. Vedavyasa was sitting, his student Vaishampayana delivered this Mahabharata to Janamejaya. What happened in Mahabharata? He delivered, so this family, Arjuna, he heard Bhagavad Gita from Sri Krishna. His son Parikshit heard Srimad Bhagavatam from Shukacharya, and his son Janamejaya heard Mahabharata. So, it's a blessed 3 generations, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and Mahabharata. Bhara is heavy, so heavy, they say Mahabharata weighs heavier than Vedas also. Vedas, to understand the Vedas, even Brahma, it talks about, uses the Mahabharata and Ramayana as a reference to understand Vedas. To understand, Vedas are apaurisheya, not composed by anyone, whereas Mahabharata composed by Bhagavan himself. Because of that one, it weighs heavier. Mahabharata was brought out to bring out the message of terse Vedas to the ordinary people level. Even the householders, even the children, even the housewives, they can understand the great message of Vedas, Upanishad, it is contained in this one. That is why in Mahabharata it talks about even a verse a day, or even one word. If you contemplate on that one, it will confer immense punya to you, and all credit. Without Ganapati's contribution, we would not have been reading Mahabharata or Bhagavad Gita. And this is the greatest of the contribution. That is that is why Ganapati is revered across all people. The Ganapati tomorrow, next week again in Prashant house, he is organizing. I will talk further on Ganapati. Ganapati means team leader. The meaning of Ganapati, Gana means team, Pati means leader. Ganapati means a team leader. We have a team. I am working in an office. I have a team of 2 people, 3 people. Ganapati, and in fact, Ganapati ultimately refers to Bhagavan himself. He is the highest of the team leader. Everyone reports to him. That is him. And we are also Ganapati in our own sense. This Ganapati, he is Mandukya Upanishad I talked about. Ganapati's role, on Wednesday we are celebrating, he is Niyamaka for wakeful and dream phase. He's the team leader for all of us. He controls our wakeful and dream phase. I will continue that story next week, and we'll start with the 18th chapter. 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It's 18. 18 indicates Jaya, victory. It's a concluding chapter. It is a summary chapter. In the 18 indicates 1 and 8. 8 means Kaka Gaganga Chacha Ja, 8th letter, and Ya means 1. 1 and 8, Jaya. 18 means victory. 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita means victory. Mahabharata has 18 parvas, refers to victory. 18 Puranas, 18 day of battle, 18 Akshohinis, 18, it comes through. Gopi Gita has 18 verses. Ishavasya Upanishad has 18 verses. 18 runs through our scriptures, conveying it's a message of victory in our lives. And in the first chapter, Arjuna, Bhagavad Gita, in the first chapter, he had gone into depression. He just wanted to run away from the obligation, and he was debating why fight and why battle, or why so many bloodbath. It is better to live on alms. Begging is better. That Sri Krishna responded to that one in the second chapter and further chapters. That question, still it was in a latent form, was still lingering in Arjuna. In this 18th chapter, he asked the question, what is better, sannyasa is better or tyaga is better? He asked the question, what is I talked about sannyasa means freedom from action. Tyaga means freedom in action. Arjuna's question, what is better, freedom from action or freedom in action? That it was his action. We say whenever things gets complicated, I just want to run away. We also say, I want freedom. I don't have nothing to do with the world. I just want to run away. And he asked the question, is it that one is better or tyaga, freedom in action? Arjuna asked the question, and Arjuna uvacha sannyasasya mahabaho तत्त्वमिच्छामि वेदितुम्
तत्त्वमिच्छामि वेदितुम्
त्यागस्य च हृषीकेश
त्यागस्य च ऋषिकेश
पृथक् केशिनि सूदन.
पृथक् केशिनि सूदना.
Sudana means the one who tortured the Keshi, a demon. Keshi came in the form of a horse when Krishna was still a baby, sent by Kamsa, who killed Keshi, Keshini Sudana. Tell me, oh, the Mahabaho. Mahabaho means one has strong shoulders. Strong shoulders means Sri Krishna addresses Arjuna also many times. Strong shoulders. He is addressing, Sri Krishna also addressing all of us, Mahabaho. Take responsibilities. Take responsibilities, not to just run away. Offload your responsibilities. Become a Mahabaho. Take on the responsibility, and then only the great things will get done through you. He asked, Sannyasasya Mahabaho Tattvam Ichchami. I want to know sannyasa or tyaga. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Kamyanam karmanam nyasam.
Kamyanam karmanam nyasam.
Sannyasam kavayo viduhu.
Sannyasam kavayo viduhu.
Sarva karma palatyagam.
Sarva karma palatyagam.
Rahustyagam vichakshana.
Rahustyagam vichakshana.
Kamyanam vichakshana means one has a sharp eye. The jnani, vichakshana means a jnani, giving up the desired prompted action is called as sannyasas, they say, and giving up the fruit of action is called as tyaga. That is what the knowers say. Tyajyam dosha vadityeke.
Tyajyam dosha vadityeke.
Karma prahur manishinaha.
Karma prahur manishinaha.
Yajnadana tapak karma.
Yajnadana tapak karma.
Natyajyamiti chapare.
Natyajyamiti chapare.
Others say the any action embroiled with the smoke, every fire is associated with smoke. So, not to get involved with anything, just stay away. Many people we hear, they say, why do for the community? Community is very ungrateful, and not to do anything for the community, just look after yourself. We hear people talking, why get complicated? Can't you enjoy your life? Tyajyam dosha vadityeke prahur manishinaha. Some people, they say, yajnadana, never give up yajna, dana and tapas. Others say, Sri Krishna says, now hear from me my conclusive response to your question. Nischayam shunu me tatra.
Nischayam shunu me tatra.
Tyage bharata sattama.
Tyage bharata sattama.
Tyago hi purusha vyagra.
Tyago hi purusha vyagra.
Trivida samprakirtitaha.
Trivida samprakirtitaha.
Hear from me conclusively, tyaga. Tyaga, freedom in action of three types, according to your nature. Sattvic, Rajasic or Tamasic, three types are there. Hear from me. Yajnadana tapak karma.
Yajnadana tapak karma.
Natyajyam karyameva tat.
Natyajyam karyameva tat.
Yajnodana tapaschaiva.
Yajnodana tapaschaiva.
Pavanani manishina.
Pavanani manishina.
Yajna, dana and tapas, natyajyam, never give up. However high you are, however illumined person you are, never give up. Because they purify even the realized people. Like Tushar has built Tushar and Shilpa beautiful house here. If they go on a holiday for a month, and when they come back, dust everywhere. They have not done anything, closed all the windows, still dust comes. If you are not doing yajna, dana and tapas, like how dust is coming and it will pollute your mind. Your mind becomes very dull. Very dull, the sadhana you have to do. Sadhana, the swadhyaya na pramaditavyam, learn and pass on. Learn and pass on so that this is fresh. The moment you stop doing that one, mind becomes very dull. The scriptures they talk about, our Sudhakarji, he started instrumental in starting a place for the Pitr Karya, departed souls to do the Karya. The Karya, the scriptures talk about how you have to depart. You have to depart with full awareness, not to go into palliative care or in coma, going, not that one. The scriptures talk about with full awareness. You go, full awareness they talk about. The if you are going in the sleep, no awareness, in the think on a positive note. Your departure also, it's a celebration. Going out also is celebration. I played the game of my life, and the winning shot is how you go. Winning shot or losing shot. How you go, you practice in the when you are going on a positive note. Not for example, yesterday I called up my Guruji to inform him that we secured a place of the Mandir prayer yoga in Braeside, and he's 81 now. This and body coordination is not there. Alzheimer, hand movement is restricted. So when I am doing that one, I forgot everything. It is not an ideal condition to depart. The prayer to the God, Kratosmara, Kritam Smara, Kratosmara, Kritam Smara. May I finish my game thinking about you, thinking about the great things I have done. You remember what I have done. May I remember you also. Don't abandon me in the last moment. May I remember you also. It is talking about in the our prayer also. For that, it won't happen magically. We have to yajna, dana, tapai. Every day you have to practice. All of a sudden, like a magic, it will happen. You practice yajna. Yajna means collective worship. Dana means keep on giving. Like the moment more you give, you become like a water from the well. More you draw, fresh water comes. The stagnant water, it gets putrefied, become smelly. It is not palatable also. So to remain fresh, get the fresh energy. Dhana. Dhana is an important the attributes, and tapas. Tapas means deep thinking. Tapa means deep thinking. Always contemplate on positive things. Contemplate pavanani. This way you remain fresh. Etanyapito karmani sangam tyaktva palani cha kartavya niti me partha nishchitam matamuttamam. Sangam tyaktva, that katyaga you must. Sri Krishna never talks about sannyasa. Sannyasa means he already mentioned freedom from action. He never advocates Bhagavad Gita. As a being, I may be a realized person. I have an obligation for yajna, dhana and tapa and tyaga. Sri Krishna says, changing the cloth, just becoming a sannyasa, he never talks about. Even a sannyasa is changing the cloth, it's an outer indication. But if their tyaga is not there within, then it is only outer show. The sangam tyaktva karoti yaha niyatasya tu sannyasa karmano nopapadyate mohatasya parityaga tamasa parikirtitaha. Niyatasya tu sannyasa karmano nopapadyate. Nopapadyate. Niyata means you have been, for example, God has blessed us with a good health. God has blessed us to live in a place without any turmoils. We can live without fear. God has blessed us with abundance. when everything is given, still if I am not doing, is it not, Vivekananda says, I call everyone a traitor who has studied at the expense of many and still not doing anything for others. I hold that person a traitor. In Sri Krishna, in the chapter Bhagavad Gita, calls that person a thief. One who now is not contributing anything to the community, only lives on that and avoids the obligatory duty, is tamasic tyaga. Sri Krishna says these are the tamasic people. Tamasic people, Sri Krishna is very critical, not to just not doing anything, and despite having anything, and that is a mohad, tyaga, moha, it's a tamasa. Dukkha ityeva yat karma, kaya klesha bhaya tyajet, sakritva rajasam tyagam, naiva tyaga phalam labet. Sometimes we do a tyaga out of fear. Doctors have told me not to eat sweets. So, out of fear, I have given up sweets. That is not it is out of fear I am doing. That tyaga won't bring you any punya. Shri Krishna says, it is your forced to give up. That is called as rajasic tyaga. And what is sattvic tyaga? Karya ityeva yat karma, niyatam kriyate arjuna, sangam tyaktva phalam chaiva, satyaga satviko mataha. Karya mityeva, whatever you are doing, whatever has been your responsibility, do that one without any attachment for the outcome. You throw your heart behind. And these are the life lesson for you. You have full life ahead of you. These are the nuggets for your life. Whenever, how to lead, qualities of a leader. In this world, hardly any leader. Everyone is self-centered, even from the country American president. There is no leadership. Leadership should be there. We have to develop this leadership. Then only we can infuse confidence in others' lives. Otherwise, if everyone becomes so selfish, tamasic and rajasic, the world becomes unlivable place. Nadveshta kushalam karma, kushalena anushajjate, tyagi sattva samavishto, Veda vichinna samshayah. When you are doing, some parts are good, easy, some you don't like. When you take up a project for the, we got the property in Braeside, some job, yes, answering the phone call or whatever, I like that one, nothing I had to do. But at the same time, I had to do the cleaning. I don't like that one. You says, when you take up that one, what you like, what you don't like, take it full-hearted. Not to say, I will do only this part, I don't do that one. When you take it as a whole, and this house, you like this house, at the same time don't say, I don't like cleaning. As a part of the package, you have to do everything. As a part of the, when you like something, you have to, that is sattvic. Okay? It's a take up. I don't want to do, I will leave it to my dad. Not that one. It's nahi deha brutam shakyam. Tyaktum karmanya sheshatah. Yastu karma palatyagi. Satyagi ityabhidiyate. Nahi deha brutam. Sri Krishna says, having born, one or the other karma is there. You have to do one or the other karma. There is no moment. The moment you are alive means you are doing. In the in the 5th chapter, he talks about even seeing, blinking, hearing, talking, eating, going to the toilet, walking, handling, Pashyan Shrunvan Sprishan, Jigran, Ashnan, Gachan, Swapan, Shwasan, breathing. One or the other activities are there, you can't renounce totally. Sannyasa is not possible. Running away. Sannyasa means giving up all. It is not at all possible. He talks about Anishta Ishta Mishram Cha,
Anishta Nishtam Mishram Cha,
Trivida Karmana Palam,
Trividam Karmana Phalam,
Bhavatya Tyaginam Pretya,
Bhavatya Tyaginam Pretya,
Natu Sannyasinam Kvachit.
Natu Sannyasinam Kvachita.
He talks about whenever whatever action you do, there are three outcomes. Anishta, undesirable outcome, or desirable outcome, or mixture of desirable and undesirable for the others. But when you have a sattvic tyaga, no, these three won't affect you. These three, when I am desire prompted, I am doing that one, I am doing something, I got a lot of money, desire prompted I got. So, that the fruit I got, that fruit I have to enjoy. If I die, next life I have to come to enjoy. That fruit is there, fruit has come for me, nobody can touch it. Or bad outcome, I have to eat, nobody. So, but if you do a tyaga, sattvika tyaga, you are not attached to the outcome, the fruit won't bind you. Otherwise, if you are desire prompted, good, bad, or a mixture, it will bind you. These three, when you give up tyaga, you are not attached, outcome won't bind you. Freedom in action. How to be? You celebrate. Our Sudhakarji started that project. It's the tyaga, not the outcome is not, gave up the desire for the outcome. Whatever people utilize, someone's good, someone's bad, but whatever some good things may happen in that property, may not 100%, outcome won't bind him. But only if he very picky, I want to see this one, I want to see this one, outcome, some people, good action, good outcome, bad outcome, it will bind him. Regret, I should not have done, I should not have done. Or thank God I did that one. I start boasting in front of everyone. The karma will bind when you say, it is, I am just an instrument in his hand. It is not, I am not attached. Whether good happens through his institution or not so good, it won't bind him. It is a lesson for all of us. How to find freedom in our Tushar Bhai also is he's in a corporate position. Yes, he is throwing his heart, not offered it to the Lord. That so desired outcome or undesirable outcome should not bind him. When he comes back, yet he should be able to sleep well. If he thinks, I am responsible for this success or failure, it will affect his sleep. When you come back, when you put your head on the pillow, can you sleep? That is the Sri Krishna says. How to do that one? You may be in a Prime Minister role or an ordinary job. It is a message for everyone. Panchaitani Mahabaho,
Panchaitani Mahabaho,
Karanani Nibodame,
Karanani Nibodame,
Sankhye Kritante Proktani,
Sankhye Kritante Proktani,
Siddhaye Sarva Karmanam.
Siddhaye Sarva Karmanam.
Any action, any outcome, there are 5 things are involved. 5 things. What are they? Adhishtanam tata karta,
Adhishtanam tata karta,
Karanam cha pritak vidam,
Karanam cha pritak vidam,
Vividascha pritak cheshta,
Vividascha pritak cheshta,
Daivam chaivatra panchamam.
Daivam chaivatra panchamam.
Any outcome, desirable, undesirable or mixture, 5 things are required. Adhishtanam, Adhisthana platform is required. For anything to do, this body is a platform. You need a body. At 99-year-old bedridden, I can't do anything. I am no action. healthy body, adhisthana is required, then tata karta, wanting to do, good mind is required. I should, anything to do, mind should be there. And karanam cha pritag vidam, I should have able senses. My senses should be good, eyes, ears, hands, legs. And the fourth one, chesta. I may have good senses, good mind is there, body is there, but if I don't put any effort, nothing will happen. That chesta, various efforts are required. And daivam chaivatra panchamam, all four, above all, God's grace is required. Daiva. It is not 5 means 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, not 20 plus 20 times 5. Daiva is the ultimate. I may do everything. If his blessing is not there, I can't say I have got 80%, I have got distinction, I will succeed. It says Bhagavan's grace is the ultimate rider. Daiva, so it is talking about, suppose if I am successful as a yoga teacher, it is a Daiva, God's grace. God's grace. Or whatever, without God's grace, nothing will happen. That is what Karma Sannyasa Yoga. That is talking about, Sri Krishna is talking about the ultimate dispenser of all fruits is me. He says, Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma palaheturbhu ma te sangosto karmi ma karma phala. I am the giver of the fruit. It is not, we can't say, I have done this one, I should get that one. Daiva decide, Sharira Vangmano Birya,
Sharira Vangmano Birya,
Karma Prarabhate Naraha,
Karma Prarabhate Naraha,
Nyayam va Viparitam va,
Nyayam va Viparitam va,
Panchete Tasya Hetavaha.
Panchayate Tasya Hetavaha.
Whatever you do through the body, whatever you do through the talking, whatever you do through the thinking, Prarabhate, these 5 are involved. These 3, these pancha, the 5 are required. Tatraivam sati kartara,
Tatraivam sati kartara,
Atmanam kevalam tuyaha,
Atmanam kevalam tuyaha,
Pashyatya akrita buddhyatma,
Pashyatya krita buddhyatma,
buddhyatma nasa pashyati durmati.
Nasa pashyati durmati.
And tatraivam sati kartara, whatever it is done, only it happens through this one. Daiva is the ultimate rider, but akrita buddhyatma, person with a polluted mind, won't see the Daiva part. Thinks, I am doing, akrita buddhyatma, na pashyati, durmati. Person with a polluted mind won't see that one. Yasya nahankrito bhavo,
Yasya naham kruto bhavo,
buddhir yasya na lipyate,
buddhir yasya na lipyate,
hatva pisa imam lokan,
Hatvapi sa iman loka,
nahanti na nibhadyate.
nahanti na nibhadyate.
The one who has given up the notion of attachment, even it's a direct question to Arjuna. Arjuna, why have to kill my grandfather, my brothers, my uncles on the other side? Sri Krishna says, you are doing your duty. As fighting against the negative forces, even if you kill with this attitude, I am not the doer. Even if you slay your enemies, that it won't bind you. You won't. It's in the first chapter, Ahobata Mahat Papam. He says, I am doing a great sin, fighting against my teacher, this one. Sri Krishna says, with this attitude, if you do this battle, you are doing your job. And the policeman catches the criminal as a duty, without any personal malice. It won't affect. In the court, judge convicts, delivers the verdict, life imprisonment. Though gives that one, it won't bind him. Some countries, they hang the criminals. The person who hangs, he is not doing, that person, that attitude. That the jailer, whoever, the hangs also, it won't affect, because I am not doing. It is, I am just following the instruction, that attitude, whatever work you have to do, and it won't bind. Many parents and the children, we are very soft on the children, saying that if I say, my children will be hurt. I am doing that one. As a parent, you have to do. As a parent, you are doing, no personal grudge. You want to see the wellness of your children, wellness of the community. Whatever you do, it won't bind you. Shri Krishna, it's a message for everyone. You are doing your duty. Jnanam jneyam parijñāta.
Jnanam jneyam parijñāta.
Trividha karma chodana.
Trividha karma chodana.
Karanam karma karteti.
Karanam karma karteti.
Trividha karma sangraha.
Trividha karma sangraha.
It is talking about karanam. Karanam means instrument, action, and doer. And object of knowledge, where we get the knowledge part, and parijñāta, knower. These three are required. I may be in a family of knower. My father was a great scholar. Yes, the source of knowledge is there. But the jnaya, I have not put any effort to learn. I can buy the famous sitar from Ravi Shankar, he was playing sitar. I can buy it in an auction and keep it in my house. I won't become a great sitar player. It's karanam is there, instrument is there, and just because I have a famous the sitar, without putting an effort, and the effort has to be put, and karma should be there, and who is playing that sitar, how I play, how Sumana plays, how Apratim plays are different. Same instrument, yes, with the full interest, Apratim also playing, Sumana also playing, but the sound coming out is different. The effort is the same, how it is coming out different. We put every action, we put work so hard. We say, ask anyone, they say, I am very busy. I am very busy. Ask everyone, very busy. But some are super success, some are ordinary success or ordinary. Everyone is working. How come the outcome is different? Shri Krishna, now he talks about because of your guna. That makes a difference. That makes a karanam karma karteti. I may work so hard, but outcome according to your guna. Jnanam karma cha karta cha. Trideva guna bedataha. Prochyate guna sankyane. Yatha vashrunuthanyapi. Knowledge, jnana, karma and karta. Knowledge and karma. Knowledge is there, action is there, and who is doing. These three defines the outcome based on it's our guna. I may have gone to the same university as Tushar, and both of us had the same access to the knowledge. We also worked, both of us worked 8 hours a day. But the outcome different. How come it is different? It's an outcome different, and Dia, you are preparing for in a couple of years your VCA also. You may have studied and put in lot of work, but who is doing, with what intention he is doing, outcome is different. It is, these topics got to be taught to the VCE students also. How you are studying with a tamasic temperament or rajasic temperament or sattvic temperament. How to have sustainable success. You are just getting 99.99. One of success is not talking. How can you sustain that success throughout your life? This knowledge is not just one of success. How can I maintain this success, sustain this success? This sarvabhuteshu yenaikam bhavam avyaya ikshate avibhaktam vibhakteshu tajnanam viddhi satvikam. Jnana, karma and karta. Now Sri Krishna talks about, now he took on the topic of jnana. Jnana, how he is talking about sarva bhuteshu. Jnana means a overall picture. Overall picture, comprehensive knowledge. One who has a comprehensive knowledge, overall understanding, that knowledge is called as a sattvic knowledge. You have the fundamentals are right. When you have the fundamentals right, that knowledge is called a sattvic. Why we are all over the place? Our fundamentals itself is wrong. We are always tensed. Get the fundamentals right. That fundamentals, when you get the fundamentals right, that knowledge, you won't be confused. Get the fundamentals right. That prochyate avibhaktam vibhakteshu tajnanam, that is called as sattvic. Get your fundamentals right, and whatever questions they ask, twisted that one this way, you won't get confused. When your fundamentals are not right, you are confused all the time. All the time you are doubting Thomas. And what is rajasic knowledge? Pritatvena tu yajnanam nana bhavat pritak vidan veti sarveshu bhuteshu tajnanam viddhi rajasam. The rajasic knowledge is only what is required. I study only. Tell me, I will ask the teacher which chapter is coming for exam. If teacher says there is a question from this chapter, I will study only that one. My knowledge is very limited, shallow. I have only time-bound knowledge, and what is required, I don't want to learn anything. I am not interested in comprehensive knowledge. I am not interested in the fundamentals right. I want to just what is required to get my job done. Job done, yes, 1 off year okay, but long term it leads to a lot of stress. That when you get the further, it talks about what is the benefit of having a sattvic knowledge and what is tamasic knowledge. Yatyu Krishna vade kasmin karye sakta ahaitukam atatva artha vadalpam cha tattamasudaghritam. Even rajasic, at least part is they understand. Tamasic people, the totally wrong information, wrong understanding. Atatva artha vadalpam, very limited knowledge, wrong knowledge, and karye sakta ahaitukam, limited, shallow knowledge, not interested in knowledge. That type of people, it is called as a tamasic knowledge. Tamasic knowledge. Now he is talking about the karma. Karma, 3 types of karma. Niyatam sangarahitam, ragadveshata kritam, apala prepsuna karma, yattat satvika uchyate. The sattvic karma, apala prepsuna karma, not the running after the desired outcome. Niyatam, whatever has come as a responsibility, we all have as a responsibility as a family member, as a responsibility to as a community member, as a responsibility of a citizen, as a responsibility of a citizen of the world. We have all responsibility. Whatever responsibility you have, you are discharging your obligation without saying that I am doing. Doing that type of action is sattvic. Yattu kamepsuna karma sahankarena va punaha kriyate bahulayasam tadrajasa udahritam. Sattvic karma, when you are doing that one, sattvic karma, what is the benefit? There is no tiredness. I may be busy 8 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours. For example, Modi ji is one of the most busiest person, working for 18 hours a day, non-stop, 365 days, always motivated, not applying sick leave, I am tired, I am going on a holiday, not that one. There is no tiredness when you have the sattvic type of mentality. You are good understanding and you are not, no personal agenda. Whereas Rajasic type of mentality, selfish and limited knowledge, Kamepsuna, doing with ego, telling everyone, I did that one, I did that one, how hard I worked, how much time I spent, how much money invested, and keep on telling ahankara, it leads only stress. Kriyate bahula ayasam. I am doing with exertion. I am exhausted. I am burnt out. Physically worn out. Mentally shattered. I can't sleep. Rajasic. The why high burnout is there in the corporate world also. We are in the Rajasic mode. And in the corporate world also, we want to project ourselves without selling yourself. You can't. I want to keep on telling everyone. Unknowingly, we become very arrogant also. Leading to this burnout. Burnout also is there. And the people in the corporate world also, this is a message. You change your mode of working to the sattvic type. The example is Modi ji. Yeah. And never burnt out. Anubandam kshayam himsa anavekshya cha paurusham mohadarabhyate karma yattat tamasa uchyate. And tamasic karma, how it is? Out of compulsion. Anubandham, bondage right from the beginning. Anubandham, kshayam, and destroys. Anubandham, for example, if you have addicted to alcohol, drugs, or if you made contact with negative people, every action they are monitoring. You are helpless. You are helpless in your life. Anubandham, you are bonded like a bonded laborer, and bonded laborer in the corporate world. In a way, everyone has become a bonded labor. In the jail is a bonded labor, they don't pay. Whereas in the corporate world, they pay you, but you are still a bonded labor. They give you a bonus, but they flog you. Work. You are a bonded labor. It is a tamasic type. It's helpless. We lost the freedom. Anubandham, kshayam, destroying my health also. And at the age of 30, 40, we lost all vitality. We have already become very old. We are supposed to live for 100 years. We lost the stamina to live also. We lost the stamina. That is the case with modern day. We lost the vitality, kshayam, himsa, and we are not concerned what is the effect of our action. I don't mind trampling over somebody's head. That is I want to get my job done. I don't care. And himsa, lot of violence is involved. Himsa veksha paurusham, arrogance. Mohadarabhyate karma. Himsa anavekshya cha paurusham. And know the thinking behind the action. Mohad, delusion. That type of actions are the tamasic type of action. They are talking about the Trump also. No clarity. Every day situation changes. Doesn't care what happens to the... They are talking about in America, every citizen in October, the household expense will go up by 67%. With the tariff, and he doesn't care. And says, I will give $3,000 per taxpayer. It won't cover. But reckless action. No thinking what will happen. Global disruption. Global disruption. These are the tamasic one. And these are the karma and karta. What is the doer? The outcome. One is jnana, knowledge, and action. What is the doership? How should be your makeout, your inside for the success? How is the sattvic person's inner frame? Mukta sangona hamvadi.
Mukta sangona hamvadi.
Dhriti utsaha samanvitaha.
Dhriti utsaha samanvitaha.
Siddha asiddo nirvikara.
Siddha asiddo nirvikara.
Karta sattvika uchyate.
Karta sattvika uchyate.
Mukta Sango, the railman in India, that Sridharan, he was a railman. He revolutionized rail network and rail industry, and he got many extensions working in 70s and into 80s also. When asked what was his secret of success, he quoted this one. My secret of success, Mukta Sangona aham vadi, dhriti utsaha samanvitaham, siddha siddho nirvikara, karta sattvika uchyate. Mukta Sango, I am not attached to, I may be the head of railway department. I am not attached. Mukta Sango, aham vadi, I am not the ego. I am doing. Dhriti. So, endurance. I took up this role, I am not giving halfway through. I am not going, my mind is not collapsing. Utsaha, full of the enthusiasm. I am not someday a very boring person, someday I am motivated, and always motivated. Always Utsaha, very inspired, self-driven. I am self-driven, not driven by the Ministry of Railways. I am self-motivated. Dhriti utsaha samanvitaha. Siddha asiddho. Sridharanji, he had many projects. Some projects success or not so success. Nirvikara, I am not affected. Karta sa sattvika uchyate. That type of mentality made me a success as a head of this railway department. He quoted that one. He quoted the secret of success for all of us. Sri Krishna tells what should be the secret of success. Success, Sri Krishna's handbook for everyone. Secret of success, follow this in your, apply in your life. And like Sridharan ji, he drew the inspiration from this shloka. May Bhagavad Gita inspires us to excel, to become great leader and be motivator and inspire our generation and generations to come. Vasudeva Sutam Devam
Vasudeva Sutam Devam
Kamsa Chanura Mardanam
Kamsa Chanura Mardanam
Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum